This is Optimal Health Daily, episode 871. How much protein do you need to build muscle, lose fat, and maintain an aesthetic body? Part 1 by JC Dean of jcdfitness.com. And I'm Dr. Neal. Happy Monday and welcome back to Optimal Health Daily, where I act as your narrator of the best health and fitness blogs, all for free. And then on Fridays, I answer your questions right here on the show. Now today, I have a bit of a longer post, so I'll read the first half today and then finish the rest tomorrow. And let me tell you about Blinkist, which helps busy people save time and read more. With Blinkist, you get unlimited access to read or listen to a massive library of condensed nonfiction books, all the books you want, and all for one low price. Right now, for a limited time, Blinkist has a special offer just for our audience. Go to Blinkist.com/OHD. Try it free for 7 days and save 25% off your new subscription. That's Blinkist, spelled Blinkist. Blinkist.com/OHD to start your free 7-day trial. And you'll also save 25% off, but only when you sign up at Blinkist.com/OHD. And with that, let's get right to today's post and start optimizing your life. How much protein do you need to build muscle, lose fat, and maintain an aesthetic body? Part 1 by JC Dean of jcdfitness.com. How much protein do I need is a common question many people are asking themselves when trying to get into great shape and changing their body. If you follow most traditional bodybuilding advice, it's typical to hear anywhere from 1 gram to upwards of 3 grams per pound of body weight for the optimal dose. The difference between 1 and 3 seems negligible, but when you do the math for your own body weight and your own needs, the recommendations vary wildly. Not only is protein anabolic and absolutely necessary for building muscle and preserving it on a fat loss diet, the old adage of more is better is not ideal here. By the end of this article, you'll know exactly how much you should be consuming on a regular basis if you want more muscle, less fat, and an aesthetic physique. What is protein? Protein is an essential nutrient the body needs to grow, repair itself, and maintain bodily functions. Our muscles, connective tissues, hair, skin, eyes, and internal organs are made of protein. When broken down further, protein is comprised of what's known as amino acids. All in all, there are 20 essential amino acids the body needs daily, and out of those, 9 of them are what we call essential, meaning the body cannot make them. Therefore, we must get them through our diet. The amino acids combine to form proteins that are used by the body to rebuild muscle tissue and to rebuild cells as they turn over in our bodies during repair. You lose skin and hair cells daily, and without adequate protein, it would be very hard for them to be replenished. In short, without an ample supply of protein, your body cannot exist. When people think of protein, foods such as cheese, milk, eggs, meat, fish, and poultry all come to mind. However, many grains, legumes, nuts, seeds, and other plant-based foods also contain protein, just not in the same quantities as the previously mentioned animal products. The difference in the bare minimum and optimal needs for protein. Intake. The needs of an athlete or someone who's training using resistance with the goal of changing body composition is going to differ greatly from those who aren't active and leading a sedentary lifestyle. The current RDA, or recommended dietary allowance, is anywhere from 46 to 56 grams daily. There are some varying recommendations for teens and women who are breastfeeding, but it's not a huge difference. When you break it down, some numbers have recommended about 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight. This equates to about 0.4 grams per pound of body weight. So, for an adult male weighing 150 pounds, the recommendation is about 56 grams of protein per day. The recommended dietary allowance is a simple measure that is recommended to keep people healthy, free from disease, and to ensure their daily needs are met for bodily functions. This is important when looking at populations who aren't exercising with the goal of changing body composition, and for those in areas where adequate protein intake might be difficult to achieve, like in very poor third world countries. In America and other industrialized nations, getting your protein needs is very easy to do with readily available foods. Heck, even if you subsisted on a diet of 2,000 calories of nothing but grains, beans, fruit, and plants, this number is still easily achieved. However, this intake is not ideal for building muscle, losing fat, and changing your body composition. Can some still do it on this amount of protein per day? Possibly, but it's not recommended for the majority. What's the optimal daily protein intake? There are a lot of opinions here, but when you look at the research, it seems to fall right in line with the figures of 0.8 to 1.5 grams per pound of body weight. Lyle McDonald's protein book is an amazing resource on this topic. When looking at various literature, it seems that 0.8 grams per pound is probably enough. Menno Henselman's write-up does a great job of sifting through the scientific papers to give you all the assurance you need that you're not missing out on any gains by pounding the protein powder and getting upwards of 2 grams per pound of body weight. To keep things incredibly simple, I just rounded up to the old recommendation of 1 gram per pound of body weight. My reasoning is twofold. 1, on a muscle-gaining diet, it ensures you're getting enough to cover your bases. And 2, on a fat loss diet, it allows enough room for other foods like carbs and fat that are just as important to have in your diet to ensure you meet nutrient needs. Protein quality and amino acid profile. Hear that on tomorrow's episode. You just listened to part 1 of the post titled, How Much Protein Do You Need to Build Muscle, Lose Fat, and Maintain an Aesthetic Body? By JC Dean of jcdfitness.com. And I'd like to thank Blinkist once again, which is one of the ultimate life hacks in terms of saving time and getting ahead. Blinkist has a massive library of well-known non-fiction books that you can read or listen to in 15 minutes. I listened to Start With Why by Simon Sinek when I was working out and listened to Getting Things Done by David Allen while driving. Right now, for a limited time, Blinkist has a special offer just for our audience. Go to Blinkist.com/OHD to try it free for 7 days and save 25% off your new subscription. That's Blinkist, spelled Blinkist. Blinkist.com/OHD to start your free 7-day trial. And you'll also save 25% off, but only when you sign up at Blinkist.com/OHD. Dr. Neal here for my commentary. JC is absolutely right. There are so many controversies when it comes to how much protein do we really need, especially for those of us that are trying to build muscle. When I was at my nutrition conference last month, there was a whole session just on how much protein we need and when is the best time to consume that protein. And unfortunately, there wasn't a real consensus about what we should be doing. So the research is still a little sketchy. But something we can all agree on is something that JC mentioned that I think is really important to repeat here. If you are a vegan or a vegetarian and are eating a well-rounded diet, you probably still are getting enough protein each day. And that's because, as JC mentioned, many plant-based foods do contain protein. And when you start to combine plant-based foods, you still get all of those essential amino acids or proteins that your body needs in order to build muscle, lose fat, keep your aesthetics looking perfect. You may have heard of, combining rice and beans, and that makes a perfect protein. Yes, that's true, but it doesn't just have to be rice and beans, and it doesn't just have to be at the same meal. What we're learning is if you had beans with lunch, for example, and bread or rice for dinner, it still counts. The body will still know what to do with all those amino acids, and it'll make sure to use them effectively to help keep your body functioning optimally. All right, that'll do it for today. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here every day. I hope you have a great start to your week, and I'll see you back here tomorrow where we'll finish up this post and where your optimal life awaits.